Welcome back. It is your host, Coinage, back at it. Today it is Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. As you could see on the thumbnail, I will be covering Nio. On all my videos, I'll be covering AMC. As you could see, the AMC logo right there. But I thought I'd be featuring new stocks just to make it a little bit more interesting. Nio did have its earnings on Tuesday. We'll be talking about that. On Monday, I did buy cash secured puts. We'll be talking about that. I'll be going over my playbook, what I'm going to be doing. As always, I'll be doing technical analysis right here with AMC. Be looking at the EMA charts. As you can see, we have crossed all the way to the 200. So AMC looking good. We'll be talking about that. And just my thoughts, as we get closer to the big date, December 10th. So without further ado, none of this is financial advice. Risk what you are comfortable with risking. Diversify. Let's get it. So thank you all for my new subscribers, and thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. So let's dive right into it. So AMC closed the day at $2.30. Looking really good. As you could see, this was back in Wednesday when I made this analysis right here. Thought some correction. You could see it's starting to follow that path. I was a little bit early on how I did this, but we could see that we are starting to follow that path. So right here we had a break, retest, and now crossing the EMAs. Now we're testing this $2.30 area. Had another nice break, retest. And now, starting to see some nice positive movement to the upside. Now, so to the people that celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, the pagan holiday. Just kidding. A nice time to celebrate with the family. Unfortunately, some of us work, and but if you got that time off, enjoy it. I have this weekend off. But AMC is, we crossed this 200 moving average, so that's looking good on the 15-minute time frame. Looks like this 100 moving average is actually going to cross the 200 as well, so looking good on the 15-minute time frame. If we drop down to the 4-hour, we're looking good. We look like we have a reverse head and shoulder setting up. I always say when the trend looks obvious, all bearish, when the trend's obvious, that's when we reverse, guys. We've been conditioned and this is just bearish, but it looks like the tables are turning. But I must admit, I didn't think it would go this lower. I thought we'd reach, levels about right here, this $2.40 area or a little bit lower before moving to the upside. So that is that. So one thing also I want to mention for the December 10th is that that is the Fed meeting. The FOMC meeting for the rate cuts is on the 9th and 10th. So there's a lot of stuff happening, on that date. So we can expect the markets to be volatile, especially for AMC. Personally, I think positive things will arise. So let's go to the daily now. Same thing. It's just, until we get to that date, I think is when when that'll get things going. So let's go ahead and just jump over to Nio. So Nio, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. So Nio had its earnings. I'll post this up right here. So the revenue, the estimate was 3.11 billion. It reported 3.06 billion. So not too bad there for the earnings. It was estimate negative 0.224, but it was negative 0.16. So not too bad there for Nio. Personally, considering the, what is that, the first quarter moon is next week, I personally think I'm gonna go to the 4-hour time frame. I personally think that we could have a little bit of correction, maybe to the lower $5 area next week. But you know, I am bullish on Nio, so I decided to you know, sell some cash secured puts so that I could, you know, make some passive income. As you know, I am overall bullish on Nio. If we go to, let's see here, if we go to Nio, if we go to the technical, according to TradingView, you know, it suggests sells, but it suggests buys for that analyst rating. But yeah, we are looking good for Nio. So if Nio closes above $5.50, then you know, then I'll be 100% positive on the cash return. However, if it gets under, I'll be purchasing at $5.50. It expires this Friday, and so that is what I will be doing with Nio. I'll be basically selling cash secured puts, and you know, if I get issued stock, which you know, I don't mind owning those stocks. So you know, the strike price is at $5.50. Then I'll be selling covered calls. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing with Nio. I'm just basically using that as to make, you know, passive income. I just want to be diversifying a little bit more, and just kind of go from there. You know, I would like to double the amount that I have, you know, within 6 months doing this method. You know, I want to see if I'm able to do that. But if we talk percentages, you know, doing this isn't bad. I mean, I literally opened this position on Monday, and you know, if it does go above the $5.50, I will be getting a 2% return. Now that's a 2% return within 1 week. Like, that's pretty good, you know. I mean, cash secured puts and covered calls, why don't they teach us this in school? Why do you think? You know, they want to keep us broke. They want to keep us in our 9 to 5. You know, but you know, I think it's a smart way to do it, you know. I mean, you still have your other long holds, but it's good to have, you know, separate, also, you know, selling cash secured puts and covered calls, you know, the wheel strategy on the side as well, you know. So I will be doing that, and you know, I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. But for right now, I will be doing that with Nio stock. However, if it does break over $5.50 next week, I might wait a little bit. Like I said, I do think it's going to pull back a little bit. So possibly on Tuesday, just kind of seeing how things are setting up. I will buy more. I'll probably just buy the stock and then just buy cash secured puts because I am bullish, overall bullish on Nio. So I will uh, be doing that. That is my playbook. I am still selling covered calls with AMC, but like I said, it's just a little bit, just a little portion of it, just a little portion. Like I said on my other videos, if you look at January 16th on that specific date, I'll post it up right here. You can actually go all the way up to $22 selling cash secured puts, or not well, cash secured puts or covered calls. Just, you know, another way to just make passive income. But yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. I also have, if we go to this Dex Screener app, I do hold some AMC meme stock for this crypto. So this, you know, if AMC squeezes, this squeezes, it's a good way to make, you know, a 10x, 5 to 10x pretty easily with that. I have made, you know, a good amount doing this. So this is just an example from where we are right now. You know, it just has to go a little bit just to even 2x, you know. So I do have some of that. Thought I'd just mention that. And so this is a short week, as it is Thanksgiving tomorrow. Tomorrow the markets will be closed, and on Friday they will be closing 3 hours early. So I am in the Pacific time frame, or the Pacific Standard Time. I am in California, so markets normally close at 1 o'clock, so it will be closing at 10 o'clock, so 3 hours earlier from where it normally does. So Monday we can expect, you know, the markets to be a little bit volatile, since, you know, we're pretty much closed from here. So that's basically all I got for this one. Put down on your comments down below if you guys own Nio stock. Let me know what you guys think, and, you know, if you guys want me to feature any new stock, if you want me to cover stock, you know, put your comments down below. Be happy to cover. You know, I just want to try something new for the channel. So with all that being said, you know, take care, you guys. You know, safe travels, and, you know, be safe, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.